Okay, let's see. Yeah, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Um, it's been quite a while. What is up with you guys? I mean, shouldn't really say anything because no one's actually here, and it's been quite a while. It's been a wild ride. Um, these past couple of months. And I'm just trying to figure shit out. Okay. Everybody just wants me to do what is it? The Garth animations. And I don't want to actually do the Garth animations. Oh, there we go. I lose all my subscribers because um it's just something that's already done, and plus I want to try being creative for once, and I want to like work back on my voice acting and just get back into the groove of things. Um, I'm about to also start working again after like say about a year and a year and some time, a year and 5 months of a long hiatus of no employment, and now I'm starting to get stuff like going. So there's that. And I have been thinking about what would this actually be like if I work on if I did this and like did the Garo style and this, it will take like a long time to actually do. And again, I just don't want to do it because it just got boring for me to do the Garth animations, and since people still want to actually see that, people still want to see the Garth animations that I do, even though they're not mine. They're not mine originally. Um, they're just it's just me working on like a sound clip of someone else's work, and I don't know, man. I have feelings of why to not really like do that anymore. I mean, the meme itself is fun, but I can just make my own original go of work if I wanted to, and that's like halfway the same, halfway the same thing. Right now, this looks very weird. That's because I have the eyes in the mouth separated. And let's see here. Yeah, I don't want to put my webcam on because my room's a bit of an embarrassment to actually be shown. So I'm just not gonna show my room. I'm not gonna show my face. I'm actually planning on getting a bandana or something to hide my face. I just don't know. I just don't like my face. I like showing my face. I don't like showing my face live. I look weird when I'm like focused. Like I'm not even blinking, and I don't really show a lot of expression when when I have a certain thing. Um, I am saving up my money. I'm not really actually planning on buying anything. I'm actually just planning on saving up my money and buying a drawing monitor. Thinking on getting the Artist 12. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so that's the one I'll probably get. It's like $259, I think it is, and with tax, I think it's like 260. Um, that's at least what I think it is going to be, and I'm just not happy with the way YouTube has been going recently because it's just too much negative shit on YouTube right now. Just way too much, man. It tires me out just thinking about it. Like I go on to my stuff. I go on to like my homepage, and I just hear about just sad news about this, bad news about the games. E3's coming up, so I'm not really sure if I'm gonna actually stream E3. It's not that my computer can't handle. It's just that probably the internet over here, it can't. It doesn't really work that well, at least in my opinion. Um, I'm actually glad that I'm actually doing animations again, and I'm working my ass off again. It's been a while since I've actually tried to make a hustle out of doing what I do best. So it's actually pretty nice to see me getting back into this. Um, I like that I have a community, the community thing. That way I don't have to actually like make a full length video on like what's happening or such and such. I can just like put up a picture and just text you guys what is up. I wish that feature was actually uh, for phones. It looked like it would be a great feature for phones. I don't know why it's not for phones. It's just not. And yeah. So what do I got here? I got an animation that I'm doing for a my little demo reel because it's starting to become second nature to me. This new way of doing things. The old way was just how the fuck do I even say it? Um, the old way was free-handed, and there were certain poses and certain things I couldn't do that I could do with this, and I couldn't really do with my freehand skill of drawing. So I had to like tone things down. But this is actually one of my what probably my most favorite way of doing things now, and mostly all my animations are going to be like this way because I can do certain things that I can't do in my freehand style of doing things. Now, what I really should have done was animate her kicking the shit out of his nuts or something. But no, I just went with the flow and just went with whatever. These characters I didn't like create them beforehand. I just created them along the way. Um, but what I did do was I did some basic shapes, some basic stuff. Since I did that, it's been a lot more easier doing it this way than the other way, which is a lot more complicated, and it just turned me off from doing it.
And this way is hard too, but it is it is how you say tedious. It's tedious at times because you're going back and forth, but the line art part is the most annoying part in doing all of this stuff here. I'm also gonna stop doing non-safe for web for a bit because it's when you do something too often, it can lead to burnout, and that's what's happening with me with the non-safe for web stuff. If you go to my Twitter or you support me on my Patreon, you will see the non-safe for web stuff there. And this is actually a hair color I really never actually planned on. I just thought like, hey, I need something that can match with the rest of her colors, or that can work with her colors. And turns out these things actually work pretty well. And I chose to make the hair. No, not the hair. The eyes and the mouth and everything separate, like I did with like when I did the free-handed way, because it helps me. Geez, I don't know how it helps me, but it does not to like have everything combined, and I can actually edit the things, certain things. If I want them to blink, I can easily make them blink. But if they were like attached, it would be a bit harder to do because then you had to like draw the body and everything else again all over again. That's just a nuisance. So I just decided this is the best way to get stuff out of the way. Back. I haven't actually been doing these animations for quite a bit. No, I mean I haven't been streaming for quite a while, and I have my reasons. Mostly because I let the negative shit get to me and let it just keep telling me that my channel's dead and no one's gonna watch. And yeah, it's true and all, but I gotta like just keep trying. You know, if you don't try, that's when you really fail and shit. Um, yeah, but I like this hairstyle. I mean, I like this hair color. Probably do a sort of tutorial on how to do like stuff like this, but I mean it really does take up a lot of time, but it's definitely worth it. Especially in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth the wait and time and all of that. This is just, I just thought that going and just stream just a little bit helps me out a bit. And I always wondered, like, hey, how did they always like do those certain? How did they make them certain things in their stuff? I always wondered how they did that, and now I figured out how they actually did these sort of things. They did a
did like this back and forth thing. I'm not really sure if it has a name or anything, but if it did, it would be easier to actually find out more on it and how to improve on this back and forth technique that was originally from old animators. But I now see why people did that back and forth thing, and it made a lot of sense. I started doing it this way. Ain't that some shit? Okay. Should doing all of this to be certain. Uh-oh. Color is not like this. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to make it like a bit more smoother. And what I need to do is I need to like zoom in incredibly close, and the lines would be a lot less chunky like they are now. That's all I have to do pretty much is do that sort of thing, and fixes up a lot of the issues. There. I really like these colors. Just add a little bit of shading. There. Okay, that's out of the way. Now I can actually work on the. Oh, I already did the eyes. No, I only did like that one set. Okay, so let's this ready. So they didn't like did the hair, the teeth. Okay, I'm going to check if anyone's saying anything inside of the chat. They tried to like like post or stream on another site, but since most of my audience is here, it's like I have to deal with this, and I really cannot do not safe way. I'm not gonna do that on a stream, especially if it's on YouTube. I'm not gonna do it on Twitch either, because even if they do like worship Twitch nuts, Twitch nuts. Okay. Select all frames. Do that. Bam. Done. Okay, before I continue, let's see what you guys are actually saying. Hi, hey dude, and what animation software are you using? The animation software is Adobe Flash. Adobe Flash, Animate. I don't know. Yeah, Adobe Flash, Animate 15. Adobe Flash 2015. That's what I'm using. I'm using an old software. I'm not using like the new one. Not using the new one. And gonna just now we're gonna just I'm just gonna add like these little details. I'm thinking about deleting these eyes because I hate them. Okay. Now we're gonna just let's see, add a whitish. Now look. So we're starting to mess up. It's this one. Dude, I don't even know. I just don't like I don't like this new one. I don't like the new one. Animation. Okay, try this again. Can't believe it took this long.
don't like the way his slips are like just frozen there. Just actually try something. Yeah.
Okay then, now see you guys later. Bye bye.